I got a question. Y'all don't feel like St. Louis should be a little more involved into this hip hop thing, considering everybody who comes from here does really well. And this started off back when Ike and Tina took over everything. You hear me? Like, think about it, think about it. Everybody who comes from St. Louis on this music tip does good. Chingy, the next highest selling artist on DTP after Ludacris. Nelly, 10 million strong, first album. Sexy Red jamming. They loving her all over in Tokyo, some motherfucking way. You did. So considering how well the artists from St. Louis do, y'all don't think we deserve a better spot out here in this thing? Y'all possibly can't think it's no more talent because we loaded. Loaded. So when you hear or when you see people asking who should we be on the lookout for, and you see motherfucker like, I don't know nobody, man, they lying, they hating, they trying to hold it for themselves because they know we loaded. And I'm just saying, y'all don't think we should have a little more recognition? It ain't too much that goes on within the country that's major that St. Louis niggas ain't a part of. I'm gonna say that again. It ain't too much that goes on in the culture around the country that a St. Louisian is not a part of. You did. You got St. Louisians on Yo Gotti camp. You know, you got St. Louisians a part of CMG. We saw how well Nelly did. We saw how well Chingy did. You even got one hit wonders like Baby Huey. You know, you even got one hit wonders like Pretty Willie Suella. You know, we even got one hit wonders like Domino. So considering how well St. Louisians do in the culture, y'all don't think that we should be more recognized, have a little bit more say so in this thing, considering a lot of artists that came here to get on. The St. Louis put them out of town artists on. All they need is one song. And that brings me to the second topic. Y'all don't think that St. Louis should do more supporting of their own? Because a lot of these artists may get a nice song, and if they can get it to them St. Louis DJs, they come here, do 3, 4 shows, make them a few dollars. Now they got the money to go invest into themselves and turn it even bigger. So the next topic, do y'all feel like St. Louis should do a little more supporting of their own? Because we didn't put enough out of towners on. Enough out of towners that came to the town and stole enough swag, stole enough culture, you know, and ain't giving props what props are due. Do y'all think that's fair? For real. Yeah, think about that for a minute. Y'all think about it. It's crazy how Nelly didn't Master P this motherfucker. You feel me? When I say Master P this motherfucker, I mean take Dirty ENT, turn it into a Cash Money Records. You feel me? Cause the talent is right here. Why y'all think that was? Why y'all think that was? Why y'all think Nelly didn't turn Dirty ENT into a Cash Money? Why do y'all feel this nigga didn't sign up the city and just take off and really become a Don Mecca? Now he did his thing, no doubt. Like really did his thing in the game, period. Put on for the city, as Jeezy is saying. But why y'all think Nelly didn't Master P this thing with all the talent that we got her? Why do y'all think a lot of these underground artists don't be getting on in the city? You know, why y'all think it is? Cause me personally, I feel like everybody just want to be that person. Nobody don't want to play the background. We ain't got no babies and shit running around here. No Master P's that's just out here, you know, on that type of time. Everybody trying to be that guy, you know, on the scene, in front of the spotlight, in front of the camera. You know, ain't nobody willing to just put the work in for their peoples, knowing if they people blow up, it's gonna be beneficial to them. It's gonna create different avenues, outlets, and things like that. Why is it that St. Louis can't come together and do what they supposed to be doing? Such as Atlanta, Detroit, and a bunch of other different cities that's then caught on to the blueprint on how to make it in this hip hop culture, or in this hip hop world. I know personally a lot of artists don't even really want to spend money on their craft, don't want to invest in themselves. Everybody's looking to get something for nothing. Nobody's willing to take it all the way and do the full investment. And, you know, everybody just wanted done for them, waiting on the deal for the record label to come screw them in they behind. You know, why is it that somebody could tell you, give you the game, but if you ain't, I guess if you don't have this utmost respect for them, you feeling like, oh, they can't tell you nothing. Although they didn't been through this life before you. Everybody know the way, but nobody there yet. Everybody know the way, but nobody's there yet. What y'all think about 607 Up? He said, everybody smoke crack, everybody steal cars. I ain't never hit a hoot in my life. I had to hold that thought because he grew up down the street from my cousin now. So he is from St. Louis. And I do personally know people who know him. My cousin was a celly over in Greenville for years. So I do know people that know him. He is from the town. He ran with Rip the General now, which is what they was trying to do with that I wrote country grammar demonstration. If he could just get Nelly to respond, it was a tactic. But everybody smoke crack and everybody steal car. Man, we get real money in St. Louis. It's some for real hustlers. Matter of fact, ain't nothing really major going on in this town in this country down there, without, I'm saying like, many major things that goes on in this country, there's always St. Louisians a part of it. As small as the town they try to say, or as small as they try to say the town is, man, ain't no whole lot going on in the country that somebody from St. Louis ain't a part of. We got real deal, hard hitter, mastermind, hustlers, all that. Motherfuckers like Fat Woods, motherfuckers like Jerry Lewis Bay, motherfuckers like J Bo, motherfuckers like Cuffy. We got some real hard hitters. Motherfuckers like Guccio. We got some real hard hitters around this thing. So why is it y'all think St. Louis don't get that full recognition? Why y'all think them record labels ain't came through this joint just signing up? Why y'all think Nelly ain't Master P this motherfucker and just turn it up? You give some money to 10 motherfuckers in this town, it's gonna spread so far because the city's so small, everybody's some kin to each other. But you give 10 niggas some money, that shit gonna change the whole motherfucking wave of the city. But let me be the first to tell you, man, St. Louis is not a real place. Not a real place. Let's keep this conversation going. We're gonna touch again on this in a minute. I'm out.